It's that first of 15. Marcus Morel on the mic, hosting. What's up? What's up? Another week. NFL Week 3 recap. You already know. All right. So we're gonna step into this, man. We're gonna start with Sunday night football. You already know it was the Detroit Lions 26, New England Patriots 10. Damn, would never even guess that the Patriots would be 1-2 right now. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, man. I think, like I said, I predicted this back there, week 1. I was saying he don't even look the same his passes, but sometimes older quarterbacks, sometimes it take them a while to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Especially Tom Brady. Maybe it's just a little, beginning of the season lull or something like that. But man, he don't look the same. That's crazy. It's crazy like that. Just watching that game, it was just picks and then interception. It wasn't it's not the Patriots you're used to seeing, which I don't really have a problem with that. I'm not a huge Patriots fan. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate them back in the day, but now just, I don't. They win they win a lot. They're a good team, they're a good organization. I like mostly how they're run. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shoot, man. They got another loss. Detroit got the win. You know what I'm saying? They're no longer a winless team. Detroit look good. Coming off this win. Not saying that they're a good team. I don't think that's why it's so surprising. I don't really think the defense. It's just crazy to think that the rookie Sam Darnold did way better against the Detroit Lions than Tom Brady and the Patriots. That's just crazy to even say those sentences. But man, and I think they had Josh Gordon. I didn't really see much from him. Not sure if he started or not. But Matthew Stafford, man, he looked good. They look, they did their thing. They ain't they ain't suck it up like they've been doing in the past. At least the first week, definitely. And they're only a half game behind the division. So they still in it. They need to be. They should be excited after that one. That's not bad at all. And then shout out to Kerryon Johnson, rush for 101, 16 carries. You know what I'm saying? Which I believe is the first 100-yard runner since Reggie Bush in 2013, which is props to them. You know what I'm saying? But obviously that's a sad stat. But you start. They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They in the division. They winning. It's hard to talk shit about the Lions. I don't really have nothing emotional attached to them. You know what I'm saying? But Patriots. We'll see. They got the Dolphins next week, so we'll see how that turn out. The Dolphins are 3-0. We'll talk about the Dolphins later. Next, we'll talk about Seattle Seahawks 24, Dallas Cowboys 13. And Seattle defense just pretty much controlled this game. This is the Cowboys, they really couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really expect. I expected it to be a little bit closer than what it was, but I did expect Seattle to come on top for some reason. I think I like how Seattle is coached. Defense is very important to that team, and I feel like the team, usually the team with the best defense wins. Usually, if they have a competent quarterback, but Seattle was all over. Dak Prescott. Many sacks, multiple sacks. I can't remember how many sacks they racked up, but they definitely was in his face a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna get to the penalties and things of that much. You know what I mean? I don't agree, but hopefully they staying consistent. It doesn't seem like it, but I know that in the Redskins Packers game there was a big controversial call. Um, but yeah, I think it was a pretty good game to watch because it was very defensive. Those are my favorite games. Not really a shootout type of person. But I believe I think Ezekiel Elliott had a good game for the most part. I'm trying to figure out trying to see if how many yards exactly did he have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. I know he had a couple of good runs. I know Chris Carson had a great day. You know what I'm saying? Like just put the team on his back and put the team on his back. He got some TDs, 32 carries, 102 yards. His name was called plenty of times during the game. And that's what's up. Yeah, man, Seahawks. I think they're 1-2 now, and in the NFC West, it's still that we'll see how the season play out, but I believe the Rams is probably more than likely going to take it, and then we'll see who comes in second place. Hopefully that means playoffs, just for how competitive the NFC is. Speaking of NFC West, let's go into the LA Rams versus LA Chargers, the Battle of LA. But Rams pretty much winning. I believe it was like kind of a shootout in the beginning, but then the Rams ended up taking it away. Jared Goff, almost 400 yards, 354 passing, 3 TDs. They had like 1 interception. Robert Woods still killing it. Rams they got weapons, man. You know what I'm saying? Robert Woods killing it, 2 TDs. They had 10 catches, 104 yards. Yeah, man. Brandon Cook. Man, they got Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, man. They still got the defense. The weapons is crazy, man. Number 1 team, they gotta be. I would be surprised if the rankings doesn't show that. That'd be crazy. I'm actually thinking about we're gonna do a 1st and 15 power rankings, NFL power rankings, just so we could, we get a little bit more opinions, a little bit more perspective out there as far as like who's the best team and whatnot. I feel like my opinion matters. I got good eyes to tell, like, what I'm saying, which team is balling, which team is not. But Phil Rose had himself a good game. It was just it was a shootout. The Chargers defense isn't that good. That's what I'm saying. So that's like defense win champions. I don't really I'm not impressed by a lot of yards, a lot of TDs, and games like that. That doesn't impress me. I'm more worried about like tackles and sacks, and third down completions probably impressed me a lot. But yeah, it was a good matchup. All right, and the Rams, they actually play Thursday night against the Vikings, so I'll be definitely gonna go watch that game. Probably go out and go see that game. We'll see how that turns out. Kirk Cousins against Jared Goff. Kirk Cousins and Stephon Diggs against Jared Goff. But Marcus Peters equate to lead on the Rams. We'll see how that go. And you got Sam Shields. Dang, man, they got weapons. So yeah, the Rams, they kind of took that. It was good early on, but then you could see the Rams really pulling out. Probably I think about third quarter, or pretty much about third quarter. All right, so we'll move on to the next game, which is Chicago Bears versus the Arizona Cardinals. And for Cardinals fans, I'm not sure if there's many out there, but I might actually start doing Cardinals segments because that's the team I root for. You know, my favorite team. I think I have second favorites and third favorites, but the Cardinals are number one team I usually pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the underdog. Uh, but in this game was like I saw all this game, but this game was another weird game. Not a fan of Mike McCoy, offensive coordinator. So as long as he's on the team, I don't really feel that great about the Cardinals' chances. But Sam Bradford started out strong. Man, he started like a touchdown pass to David Johnson. I think the other touchdown, he had 2 touchdowns in the beginning. I think Ricky Seals-Jones had a touchdown as well. But then that was all in the first quarter. And then after that, it was just flat, like nothing. Nothing else happened. And it was just sad. And every time, and then in that fourth quarter, every time something good would happen, like first down or completion, 32-yard, we get in the red zone, something bad would happen, like fumble or something like that. I think after it was in the fourth quarter, Sam Bradford, he was scrambling for no reason. He was scrambling for no complete reason. Like he could have just stayed in the pocket, looked for the open receiver and throw it. But he's panicked, scrambled. And then as he scrambled, he's stumbling and he fumbles the ball. And then after that, it was like, you could tell, like, all right, the Josh Rosen era is about to begin. Like after that drive, and we were still in the game. I think it was only 14-13 at that time, I believe. So it was yeah. So then Josh Rosen was warming up on the sideline, and Josh Rosen has begun. You know what I'm saying? Because that offense, man, it looked good. It looked promising in the beginning, but then it just nothing happened, and it was totally understandable to put Josh Rosen in. And Josh Rosen, when he came out, he looked good. I think he ended up throwing a pick, but as a rookie, man, he's gonna make rookie mistakes. It's gonna be those up and downs, and but hopefully there's more upside. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see as the season goes. The Cardinals defense was like rocking that day, like for real. Like it was, they played way beyond expectations. So with a good defense, he should be able to win a few games. As long as he continue to like just ball out. I love Josh Rosen. He's very confident. Rooting for him. Hopefully, he's able to be the future of the franchise. We'll see how it goes. And as far as the Bears, Mitchell Trubisky, I'm not really a fan of him. He didn't really look too good out there, and he got a lot of work to do. But it's amazing they're still first place in the NFC North. So we'll see how it go. Khalil Mack pretty much won the game. I would say, disrupting Sam Bradford, 2 sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he forced fumbles. Yeah, so the Bears defense is pretty good, man. So shout outs to them, and for being in first place in the top of the division. All right, so next game I'm gonna discuss is the shootout. We have a shootout in the South. New Orleans Saints 43, Atlanta Falcons 37. Those are crazy numbers. Like, I would really be upset. About, because like I guess I'm so defensive minded that I cannot accept those numbers. Like, I can't accept. Like, I could accept it if it's one sided. You know what I mean? But oof. All right. But watching this game was really cool to see. 2 great quarterbacks kind of battle it out. It's good to see Drew Brees, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, scrambling, getting touchdowns, right, running in for touchdowns. Man. It was a really good day for him. It was a really good day for Mike Thomas, and it was a really good day for Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley. Those like really beautiful performances by both, man. I did enjoy it. You know what I mean? I did enjoy it. It was like, if I was fans of the teams, though, I would be I would be pissed off. But like, I did enjoy it. You know, it was really great to see, and that was really on. Drew Brees was really on point. You know what I mean? Shouts out to him. Shouts out to him for getting that win. Yeah, but like I said, but I'm pretty sure you go over the defensive tape, and it's gonna be really good. But I think the Saints are 2-1 now. So are the Falcons. So I guess it's a tie at the top of the division. But man, I think I want to give you some numbers on as far as like, yeah, okay. Drew Brees had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 396, almost 400 yards. Like that, he balled out. He balled out. While Matt Ryan had 5 touchdowns, 374. Yeesh. Like I said, I'm coming from a defensive mindset, but the Saints end up winning that one, and see how those teams go. I like those teams both chances. I see that division is very competitive, so look forward to that later down, like in November, December. All right. Next game, we're gonna talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Colts with Andrew Luck. Wow, man. Andrew Luck against Carson Wentz. This is okay. This is another defensive match. This is another defensive matchup. I actually like enjoy this game. Neither one of the quarterbacks kind of outplayed each other though. I think it was pretty even. You know, the Eagles' defense was for real. That's the only thing I could really like say that they was balling out. Colts kind of got behind towards the beginning of the fourth quarter, so yeah, and it was I think so it was like not even beginning of the fourth quarter. I think towards the middle of the fourth quarter. But a lot of sacks in this game. But it was a really defensive effort. You know what I'm saying? Darius Leonard, one of the playmakers, the rookie. I think he had like 13 tackles and 5 tackles for loss. Like the Eagles was like just stayed in the backfield. It was a really great game to watch. But not too much, not that good of quarterback play. You know what I mean? It was like you still had to it was still a little rough when it comes to that. Like a lot of mistakes and things of that such. But if you like defense, you definitely like the game. Next is the Redskins 31, Green Bay Packers 17. And Alex Smith versus Aaron Rodgers. But man, Redskins defense. You know what I'm saying? When I watched the Redskins in the beginning of the season against the Cardinals, I was like, man, this team's is either the Cardinals really suck or the Redskins is just really good. It looked like both, right? So, and the Redskins, they did it thing, man. They have Jordan Reed busting out big plays, Vernon Davis busting out big plays, Adrian Peterson. I think he had 120. He had 120 yards on the day. So yeah, he balling out, man. He looked good. I was actually pretty jealous since he was on the Cardinals let him go, but man, he looked good. He's doing his thing. The defense, Josh Norman coming up with fumble recoveries. Now, a lot of people talking about the Clay Matthews roughing the passer penalty, which is like. Now I was a little confused because when I saw it, I was like, oh, you know what I mean, he put his weight on the quarterback. Because that's all I've been hearing. Like, can't put your weight on the quarterback, you know, blah, 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 which is, I don't understand. It's really hard to do. But I was like, all right, if they're calling it, they're calling it. You know what I'm saying? But, so that's what I thought when I saw it, but that wasn't the case. They didn't say that. They said something about, like, the helmet or something, which is, it's like, what is it? Like, if you're going, you got to be consistent with your reasoning. Your reasoning got to be consistent because So the weight, yeah, because but during it was definitely the weight, but during the game it wasn't. They didn't say anything about their weight. They was talking about helmets and which is just weird. Like, but yeah, that was the penalty because of the weight, which it sucks. I don't agree, and I don't agree. I just feel like then nobody's playing football. It's hard for people to play football like that. Next game, we got the Carolina Panthers, 31 versus Cincinnati Bengals 21. It was a little bit of an offensive shootout. Christian McCaffrey, I think his name is, man. Man, he balled out, man. I was like, man, he was killing it, man. He was running. He did his thing. I was really surprised. Like I remember the draft pick, but he did his thing. And then Cam Newton is like the only quarterback to surpass 56 rushing yards. It's crazy. Defense. Yeah, Panthers defense is just stop AJ Green, and I can't remember the quarterback's name. I want to say it's I know he's a redhead. I can't remember his name though. Andy Dalton. Yeah, AJ Green and Andy Dalton. That's like one of my favorite connections. But Panthers defense came. They showed up. Luke Kuechly, monster. On the offensive side, Devin Funchess. I think he was like Newton's kind of main target on Sunday. And the Bengals kind of they fell behind pretty quick, 28-14, and it was pretty much over. Like this game was pretty much over pretty quick. Usually to me, because like usually when there's like 14, 17 point difference, I'm like, man, I already want to change the game. You know what I'm saying? But depending on which team, like, or who's the quarterback, and I feel like they could come back. We got next up we have, let me see, Miami Dolphins 28, Oakland Raiders 20. This is a fun game to watch. Weird too at that, just because of like Ryan Tannehill. He actually had a really good game. It's just weird in the sense of you would think the Raiders would have pulled this one out. And Derek Carr, like the Raiders have really been up and down, no consistency. The Dolphins aren't consistent because it's like they'll play. Because you'll think the Raiders would have pulled this one out the way the Dolphins have been playing worse teams. You know what I mean? Throughout the season, but the Dolphins are 3-0, and Kiko Alonso is balling with like 10 tackles this game. They getting the wins, man. They getting the wins. I know the Raiders fans are probably like, what's going on? They're 0-3. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they got the better quarterback, but next up we got the Buffalo Bills, Minnesota Vikings. This is not much to talk about except for Josh Allen could run. He could be a baller. Not only can he run, he could fly. He had one of the dopest quarterback dives for a touchdown pylon ever. He had himself a good day. The Bills in general had themselves a good day. It'll be cool to see them turn around. The Vikings though, that was bad, and I believe they play Thursday night against the Rams, and I'm eager to see if they bounce back or not, to see who they really are. You know what I mean? With Kirk Cousins, I've never been a full believer in Kirk Cousins. He's always been an average quarterback to me. But we'll see exactly what happens against the Rams, against what I think is a tougher team, which is weird. But like I said, this would be week 4. And by this week, you pretty much know what you're gonna get when it comes to these teams. So, we also have, but yeah. So I'm just look out for that game, the Rams against the Vikings. We also have Kansas City Chiefs 38, San Francisco 49ers 27. Blowout. Magic Mahomes, his new name. He had 2 TDs. And Kareem Hunt had 2 TDs. I see the Kansas City. They went 15-1 in like 2013 or something like that. I see another year like that for Andy Reid. Great coach. And also news coming out of this game is, what is it? Jimmy Garoppolo might be out for the season. I know Richard Sherman also got injured, might be out for a couple games. And the Niners was still in it, so we'll see how they do in this NFC West. The NFC West is wide open besides the Rams taking it. So, and I think the NFC is just competitive in general this season. So we'll see how everything falls into place. Next, we got Baltimore Ravens, Denver Broncos. This is mostly a blowout. The score may not fully show that. Case Keenum, another one of those average quarterbacks. Not sure why the Broncos didn't just have a rookie, but maybe they couldn't draft one. Joe Flacco, he's above average to average, but he balled out. Philip, key player is trying to remember who was killing it on the yards. I know John Brown had a good game, 5 catches for 86 yards. Crabtree had 7 catches. But it was mostly a defensive effort with, Cousins kind of turning the ball over and Broncos not being able to keep up with the minimum firepower of the Ravens. But, the Ravens still in division. We'll see how that turned out. It's a pretty tough division. I think who's at top? I think everyone's tied at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. Next, we have New York Giants versus the Houston Texans. New York Giants 27, Texans 22. I enjoyed this game. Deshaun Watson didn't have himself that good of a game, but they was in it at least until the fourth quarter. It just wasn't as potent as a game as he has hoped. The Giants definitely came up with some great defensive plays. But on offense, Manning, he do his thing. I call him the every other year quarterback, but he did his thing. Sterling Shepard stood out. Obviously, Odell Beckham, always putting up 100 yards just about. And then, I don't know. It just did. Deshaun Watson couldn't come out. It seemed like they need a stronger passing game. They need stronger wide receivers. DeAndre Hopkins is good. Will Fuller is good, but it's like they're missing something. Maybe a tight end or something like that. But big ups to the Giants for getting that W on the board. The Texans are still 0-3. But I think Texas still 0-3. Jaguars just lost though. So speaking of Jaguars, actually the next game is gonna be Tennessee Titans 9 and Jacksonville Jaguars 6. This is a game of field goals. Marcus Mariota came back after Blaine Gabbert was knocked out from a concussion. Great defense by the Jaguars and Titans. No Calais Campbell showed up. But yeah, I mean, it's a good little victory to get that win, uh, especially division battle. But yeah, I never had the Jaguars. Well, I think I did have the Jaguars as number one during week 2, but I think they've fallen back to it's Blake Bortles. He gonna have the games that he had. I think. And then we could talk about Monday night's game. Is the Steelers 30, Buccaneers 27. That was actually that game is closer than what it should have been because of the Steelers defense. I'm not a true believer in the Steelers defense anymore. I think they lost it, but it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? I think they've been offensive minded for a few years now. So, but they they still. Connor had himself a good game. Connor had himself a good game. Fitzpatrick or Fitzmagic. They were striking. They scored like 14 points in the fourth quarter to come back, but still not enough. Ben Roethlisberger had himself a good game, 3 TDs. Juju Smith, killing it with yards. Antonio Brown had himself an okay day. I'm not sure if he's still satisfied in that offense. You know what I mean? Hopefully they trade him. If he get traded, come to the Cardinals. But Fitzpatrick threw like 3 interceptions, so they was out of this early. They tried to come back. It was a game, but not a true believer in the Steelers defense. Hopefully they shore that up. But I think that's gonna be a wrap for the week. Like I said, I'm trying to come out with power rankings and also Arizona Cardinals segments. And here and there I might do other team segments depending on if I could get some fans to kind of participate in the interviews and things of that such. So it's been another weird, wacky week. Looking forward to next week.